Okay, so to conclude the Big 6 lesson, we can think about the purpose of the lesson, which was to teach you about the Big 6, teach you how to use this research process to solve information problems. I am Shannon Kehoe, your teacher librarian. I have included a handout. There's actually two documents, two parts. The first one summarizes with visuals the 6 steps of the Big 6 research process. And then you have the handout part that deals with additional resources that include websites, documents with graphics and video, all of which provide further insight into each step. So they go beyond the summarize and general overview that I have included and give you details about what you can do, what questions you ask, what specifically breaking down those tasks each step of the way to get you through this research process. So speaking of which, we can quickly review those steps. So the first one is to define the task, where you have to decide that you realize that you have an information need, and you define what that information problem is, and then identify the types of information you'll need and how much or the amount of information you need to find to solve your problem. Step 2 is using information seeking strategies. You want to think about all the possible information sources you could use and then pick the best ones, because there are a lot of possibilities. So you might come up with electronic sources, book sources. They might be more general or very specific. It might be human resources, as in people that you would talk to. So you think of all the possibilities and narrow it to your best options. Step 3, locate and access sources. So you find those, and then it also means to locate the information within those sources. Step 4, use information. Engage, so listen, view, read, pull out relevant information. What information from what you're engaging with is useful to solve your problem, or fits within your approach to your information problem, answers your question, etc. Step 5 is synthesize. That's bringing together information and organizing those thoughts from different sources, and presenting that synthesis, presenting the information that you have pulled from these various sources to solve your problem. The final step, step 6, is evaluate. So you judge the final product. If it's a research paper, for example, you are evaluating how well you did that. So how effective was your research process, or your research, the result of your research, the product. And then also judging your process. How efficient was it? So 2 different parts, what you came up with the end and the process that you went through. And this will help you improve for the next time and start to internalize and develop these skills, because the steps are also skills that you develop to be a critical thinker and to help you effectively find, evaluate, and use information. So, in conclusion, now that you've learned all 6 steps of the Big 6, you are ready to solve an information problem. And as I said, practicing these steps will help you develop the skills. It's something that you can continue to do, and will probably find that you understand more and your understanding grows deeper as you try this out. So now it's time to use these steps with your inquiry.